Hey, beautiful biscuits. What does a work from home mama need to get ready for back to school with their kids? Oh my goodness, the season's upon us. So I homeschool my kiddos. I have one that is going into third grade this fall now, and I have a little 2.5-year-old who is very into classic preschool stuff, drawing, coloring, writing, playing, crafting, all that stuff. So we definitely prep for school in time. They have a bunch of extracurricular, and we do a family co-op kind of homeschool thing. So my son goes to classes and things, gets all that socialization, goes to gym at the local public school, so he gets to interact a lot without being overstimulated for his special needs sensitivities. So the first thing that I need as a work from home mama who's juggling this incredibly busy season, it's upheaval emotionally because the kids' schedules are shifting and they're suddenly becoming more regimented in their schedule than the summer. We had a delightfully free range summer. We didn't pre-plan anything. We did spontaneous fun stuff. We just took it easy and relaxed. And that was my whole goal for the summertime, is just I wanted us to be totally free range and free spirited, because I knew that fall was bringing a lot of new routines and a much more scheduled way to live our life in the autumn. So the first thing I need as a work from home mama, because I still have to work from home through all of these seasons, is a great seasonal mug. This is ridiculous sounding. I know you're like, oh Rose, what do I need a mug? I love to start my day with something tasty to drink. Biscuits know I like to do my Power Food hot cocoa. I do a full recipe how-to saucy morning get ready with me on Patreon if you want to go check it out for our primal self-care on Patreon. But having some nice mugs set aside, I have a little mug cabinet. It lets me have a little bit of me time even when I'm feeding the kids, getting them up for the day. We tend to do our homeschools in the morning. Often my son has all his classes in the morning, so it's a busier time for us, and it's that shift of waking to being productive. So I find it really important to just have some fun mugs, and I like to buy myself a seasonal mug. I actually pre-bought myself some seasonal fall mugs because the store was having this great clearance sale, and so I bought myself some pumpkin mugs. You probably see me drinking those all summer. But they are perfect. They're exactly what I want. They make me smile, and I love it. So the second thing I like as a work-from-home mama, as I'm getting back into the back-to-school routine, is quiet time. Okay, I cannot overstate how important this is. We have quiet time in the afternoons. You can lay down for a nap, you can do quiet crafting, but we need quiet time where we aren't going totally wild all the time, and just have some quiet time, some mellow time. Everybody could sit down and maybe watch a little nice educational cartoon that's calming, but we need quiet time every day during the week when we're in this back to school fluctuation, and it's really important. And in the summertime, sometimes, we're outdoors all day and it's glorious and wonderful, but it cools off really fast here in the Pacific Northwest. And as it starts to be less luscious to go to the lake or go to the ocean or go play in the forest, they really need that quiet time to resettle. Now, the third thing that I really like as a work from home mom is having a planner. So last year, in the beginning of this year, I attempted to go without a planner. I was like, I can willy-nilly it. I'll just write some stuff down in a notebook. I'll be fine. I don't know why. I lost my planner. I just never wanted to buy one. I have no idea. It made no sense. It was a stupid decision of my life. And so now I have a corner in my closet in my bedroom where we have calendars for our school activities, our community activities. We have our calendar for appointments and everything. And this is our command center. It's glorious. It's totally necessary. I even have a planner now that's a notebook that I write out my work planning, so separate planners for different things. Having a good planner makes it so much less stressful for me. I cannot tell you the stress relief that it offers me when I have everything written down that we need to schedule, and then I can decide, oh, this is too much for the week. We can take stuff off. We can skip this. But I can look at it and understand what our week is instead of just kind of hoping that we make it to all the little things, because otherwise it's just chaos. So here's the next thing. This is something that I'm really committing to this fall, is having a little bit of monthly me time. It can be any point during the month, but I just need a little bit of time to sit and read or to go out and do some gardening. I love in the summertime to have evenings to myself, but that is not something I have gotten this year because my kids are both in really clingy, I need mom phases. And so I can't stick them down to bed and then go outside and sit in the yard and relax. And that has really worn on me this year. It's been really hard to not have that quiet time. And so this fall, I'm really implementing at some point during the month, I get a couple hours to myself to have some me time. Even if I have to hire a babysitter and have them play in the yard with them for 3 hours, or honestly, I'm not gonna pay for that much, but like an hour or two, makes a huge difference to me psychologically and then physically, because when I'm all stressed out and constantly on, it can be really tricky. Okay, now this one really helps me out. I am not a super scheduled type A personality. I'm very loosey-goosey, go flow by the seat of my pants kind of thing. But power blocking 20-minute time to get our things done so that then we can have relaxation free time is so powerful. So 20 minutes for me in the morning of doing Instagram or replying to Patreon emails. 10 to 20 minutes blocked out for our homeschool time for each thing so that my son doesn't get overwhelmed. 20 minutes here to make lunch so that then we can go play at the library or something, right? It doesn't mean that my whole day is blocked out in 20-minute segments. It means that I'm giving myself 20 minutes here and there that I have segmented out on my calendar, in my planner, that tells me this is when I'm going to get this done. I don't need to stress if I'm not going to get it done. I will finish it and it'll be totally fine. Now, this one is so important to me because I feel like sometimes when we're getting back into the school routine and we're shifting out of the summer joy and frivolity, it can be really easy to get this time lost. Is we do a weekly family night. Now, I'm with my family all the time, but I really try to do a quality game night. It tends to be Friday nights for us because we do Friday night pizza every week. And then instead of just going onto our tablets or the TV, we sit out, we put out Candyland or Chutes and Ladders or Uno or something, and we play a couple rounds of a game. And we have real focused and quality family time once a week. And it could be anything. We could go on a little adventure and have family time. I think that if you're not homeschooling and maybe you're working out of the home, so you're seeing your kids less, you could even do it a couple times a week. But I find once a week is really good just to check in. And my kids don't like if I interrogate them about how their day was, but it just lets us chat about the game and things come up, and I think it lets them know I am focusing on them. There's no phone in my hand. There's no to-do list. There's nothing particular that we have to get done. We're just playing a game and having family time. And I think that can be really powerful. I love seasonal shifts. I miss when summer ends. It gets so cold and gloomy here so quickly that I have a really hard time with that. So we really tried to enjoy summer this year. That was on my list, is just really have a good time with it, explore our new city that we're living in, and just have a nice time experiencing that warm, wonderful glow. Because never again will my kids be this young and this back to school. My son's starting 3rd grade, and it feels like a big transition. My son's had a big transition season where he's maturing a little bit and he's entering that different age. He's not a little kid anymore. He's becoming a big kid now. He's going to be 9 shortly, and I'm really trying to savor this time and make sure that I don't burn out so that I can be present and loving and supported and supportive for our family. Alright, biscuits, I'm going to see you on our primal self-care where our inner and outer being is going to be reconnected, rejoined, and really find that key of happiness on Patreon. I love that we have the different tiers on there. You can start at $10 a month. You can go all the way up to the $1,000 a month tier that does the all naturalism tier, where we're really getting in tune with our body positivity, with our connection to nature as the fall season comes in. I love it. I love getting into our primal self-care. So I'll see you over on Patreon, which is such a lovely way to support these free videos I do here on YouTube. So thank you to all the patrons that come on over to YouTube, and leave a comment down below if you're a patron. I'll see you in the next video.